Alright guys, so let's just say you want to make some money, but you don't want to go to college like me. That's why I'm making this video, because bro, college, it's not even college, it's school. I never liked school, and I'm not even on that whole matrix thing, like school's a scam. Like, I don't think it's a scam. I think it's a scam if you don't get a good career. Like, the opportunity's there, bro. If you want to be a doctor, you have to go to school. Dude, my point here is that you're watching this video because you don't want to go to college. Neither do I. Let me tell you about some good career paths. First on the list, I want to start off with the things I know. First good career path. Now here's the thing. This is personality based. So if you don't want to use your personality, skip. I'll tell you how far to skip right here. But first off, I got to go with sales. Easily best career path, at least for me, because bro, I know I'm literally using my personality to make money. I'm a bartender right now, dude, I'm telling you, and I'm about to get into some high ticket sales. No, here's the thing though, sales is a very, it's a wide thing. You can't just do sales as a career. You have to choose. There's different types. There's real estate, there's insurance sales, there's B2B, so business to business sales, like selling software, I don't know, something like that. There's remote sales where you work from home or your designated spot wherever you want to work. There's luxury sales where you sell, for example, high-end watches, or you sell high-end cars. There's door-to-door sales. You could sell solar, be a door knocker, window washing. There's so many different types. Let me break this down. How do you get a sales job? What's the whole process like, and how much can you make? I'm gonna be real, guys. This fluctuates so much. It's hard to put a specific estimate, but I will give you some tips on how you could get the jobs. So first, for real estate, the whole process for that is you have to get your real estate certification. You have to pass this test to become a licensed real estate agent. And once you have that, then you can start selling homes. You have to work under a brokerage though, and they'll take a split percentage. Yeah, and this is usually completely off commission. So however much you sell is however much you make. Next is insurance sales. This is similar. You just have to get certified in whatever state, whatever the process is for that. Now, insurance sales might be different. I think some places will offer you a salary plus commission. This varies, but yeah. Next is B2B sales, so business to business. I mean, no sales job, or most sales jobs don't generally require college, I would say. It's more your resume or your listing might stick out more if you have a college degree, but the way I would go about it is know what you're selling. If this firm sells software, look at the whole process of what they sell, so that when you show up to the interview or when you ask for a job, you're okay, I already know how all this shit works. And in that interview, they're gonna be oh wow. Or ideally, that's how it would go. Or sometimes these places have entry level positions where you could start off making jack shit, maybe have another job too to contain yourself, and then you work your way up, Next is remote sales. This is gonna be calling random people. This is gonna be maybe doing some kind of email campaigns for people. It's generally gonna be cold outreach, or maybe they'll come to you, but generally you get these kind of positions by just applying online. There's generally some entry level positions, and you oftentimes don't need prior sales experience to get these kinds of jobs. And yeah, the ideal way to make more money is you would just have to work your way up the company ladder, And then next is car sales. The way I would go about getting a job like this, if I had to, or if I my end goal is to do this, is literally research as much as I can about this field. So let's just say it's a luxury car dealership, bro. Learn all the product knowledge. Or if I was selling at Go Yard, I don't know, I would learn about Go Yard bags and then harass the manager or whoever and asking for an interview until they tell me they're gonna call the police. That's literally how I would do it. And I know I would succeed. I'm telling you, if you do that, bro, even if you don't succeed in getting that job, bro, I guarantee another opportunity will come to you just because you tried that hard, Also, but yeah, connections would help for this too, networking. If you somehow have a family member or a distant friend or whoever who might be into this business, getting in that way is a lot easier, because there's an initial trust barrier that literally keeps people from hiring each other. That's why there's a whole interview process. The trust barrier is often heavily released, or often broken if it's a family friend getting you in, or if it's literally a family member or just a friend, so utilize your circle, dude. If you have people who own a company or whatever, or do some kind of business, dude, get in there. Utilize the people you have. And if it doesn't work, fuck it, but at least you have to try, bro. Next is door-to-door sales. Dude, this is so easy. And the crazy thing about door-to-door sales is that they'll literally move you and pay for your housing. You could just sell random shit I don't know, pest control or like solar. Like, dude, I have somebody I knew that would literally like go to different states and like have his whatever stay completely paid for, and he would work like 5 months out of the year, and bro, he would just sell, I think pest control was, yeah, and he would make good money from it. I think he was making like 70 or 80, I could be wrong, but people don't want to do door to door, so these kinds of things are always looking, like these companies are always looking for people. This is not hard to get. I know some people pay for relocation off bat. There's money to be made though, and it's like, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it can be easier than like some of these other ones, like calling 1,000 people, you know? All right. Sales out of the way. Now let me get into the second field that I kind of know about, hospitality, so bartending / serving. Even bussing, bro. You can make money bussing or like as a dishwasher if it's like the right restaurant. I'm telling you, if you're my age or even older, bro, if you become a server, and you don't even have to be good looking, you just have to be like semi good with people. But bro, like I'm telling you, if you work at like one of the nicer restaurants in your city, you can make good money, bro. Like bartenders can literally make like 70 or 80 grand and like have that be some chill shit. They can make over 6 figures if it's like a nice spot, bro. If you know what you're doing and like you know how to like work with customers and shit, bro, you could easily make 6 figures plus a year, bro, bartending, which blew my mind. That's fucking absurd. But it just has to be the right spot. So how do you get the right spot? This I know how to do, bro. And this is the same formula I gave before. Even if you're not qualified, here's the exact framework. This is what I do. Look at the nicest restaurants in your city. Go to the list. I would go in person and ask if they're hiring. If they're hiring, be like, okay, cool, can I put in an application or can I give you my resume? And take the person's name, shake their hand and be nice to them and have like a little bit of a conversation. Once whatever you gave the application, do it on the spot. That shows the initiative. These businesses are like, oftentimes they're disorganized. They're not going to get back with you right away. Don't take offense if they don't get back with you. But literally harass them. Here's what I like to do. I'll like give it to them. I'll wait a few days. Ask again. I'll ask for that person. And then I'll keep showing up. I won't do it like every day, but I'll spread it out. I'll do like, I put in the application, wait 2 days. If they give me an update, I'll come when they say to come. If not, I'll wait like another 3 days. Bro, I'll literally keep harassing them. Like, bro, I don't give a bro. I'm here to win. I'm not here to appease your feelings, bro. Like, dude, I don't care if you think I'm annoying. I want to win, bro. So I will literally go in and harass them. And I'm telling you, if they see that, bro, they'll literally hire you, bro. Because like that's initiative like 90% of the people won't do. But let's just say they tell you no. I'm not gonna keep harassing them if they tell me no. If they tell me no, okay, I'll move on. Come back in a few months or try another fancy place in your area. Like, dude, I'm telling you, learn the skill and then move up. You feel me? For the type of restaurants I would go for, obviously the fanciest in the area, bro. Rich people are just gonna tip the most, no brainer. But if you can't go for fancy, I would go for highest traffic. And I would also look at the location. Let's just say you can't go for the fanciest, whatever, 5 stars out of the question. Bro, if you still have like a posh vegetarian restaurant in your area with like vegan rich people go to eat at, bro, go there. It doesn't have to be like scorching expensive. Look at where the location's at. If you have like a bougie mall in your area and then there's some like restaurant, bro, you don't have to go to the 5-course meal place to make money. Bro, you can go to the spot that just serves normal food. If you want to make money, just follow the money, bro. And don't be afraid to quit, bro. Like, keep leveling up, find new opportunities, like, but also don't get too greedy. Like, if you find a good spot, bro, I wouldn't change it, but that's just my personality. I know some people differ. Now I'm gonna go through some other options that aren't personality based and like you can still make good money. All right, next option is electrician. As an electrician, you can make somewhere in the range of 55 to like, if you're specialized, 100K plus. Let me walk you through the steps of becoming an electrician. You need to become an apprentice. I think there's like schools you go to before becoming an apprentice. They're not mandatory though. If you can become an apprentice, become an apprentice, and eventually you'll start getting paid during your training. Dude, instead of college where you're paying the college to do a career, when you're an electrician, you literally get paid to train. And this is with, I believe, most trades. You're working under somebody and you can make anywhere from like $17 to around $22 an hour during training. And during the electrician like apprenticeship, it usually takes around 4 to 5 years. I don't know, that sounds like not even a bad deal. There will always be a need for an electrician. You will never have a problem finding a job. Next career path. It's not pretty, but it's a truck driver. Now, truck drivers are low-key slept on. You literally just drive places. Bro, with like pretty minimal training, around like 1 to 3 months, you could literally get your CDL and become a truck driver and make like 50 to 70K a year. Yeah, bro, that's fucking insane. I'm saying this, bro. You could literally turn 18 move out the crib, become a truck driver. And sure, I mean, it's not the greatest job. You're like driving a truck, but bro, you could be making like so much more than your peers. You could even like drive a truck for like a year or two and invest some of that money into like another business and be set, or like invest that money into real estate. Like, people make fun of these normal jobs, but bro, this is not a bad path at all. You just have to drive a fucking truck, which I imagine, sure, it's probably not the easiest thing in the world, but like, you know, like that's not crazy. Next is HVAC. This is a trade too. The steps for this: optional trade school, 6 months to 2 years of training, depending on, you know, your state, until you become like a licensed HVAC electrician or whatever. And then after like the training and like all the hours you have to do, you have to take like an EPA test, which is basically, it's just a test that you have to do. It basically says you're trim enough to be an HVAC person. But yeah, in the beginning, you can make around 40 to 60K. As you get more experience and you rank up, you can make 80K plus. Definitely scalable. And these 3 trades I'm listing, at least, you literally get paid to train, and it's going to be similar money to the electrician. So, and then the next career path, and this is the last one I'll mention here, is plumbing. Now this one is definitely not the prettiest out of all of them, but bro, this one might be one of the higher paying trades, and takes around 4 to 5 years to become like an actual plumber on average. Starting off, you can make 35 to 45K, and like bro, once you're like in the game and stuff, you could actually make like anywhere from 55 to 80K plus, bro. And that's not even like specialized. Like, I imagine if you start doing like more contracts, or if you like scale it up, you could probably make way more than 80K, because I've heard of plumbers making a lot more than that, bro. So yeah, dude, I'm telling you, dude, you don't have to go to college to have a good career. You don't have to like put yourself in debt and like potentially yourself over. Like, dude, if you don't know what to do, bro, just go like do this. You could literally use your personality and make money, or you could just have a skill and make money. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. You guys have any tips on the videos, let me know. Peace.